What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hertha Berlin Manager Career Mode here on FIFA 21. We start off this first episode in the Bundesliga with a huge match against RB Leipzig here at home. Looking to get off to a winning start today in today's episode. The first chance did come to us here as Rongier played a really good ball to Luka Bacchio. Luka Bacchio runs and runs and runs. He passes it to Cordoba, unfortunately, but the defender gets a block and it stays 0-0. The next chance didn't come all the way until the 60th minute. It was quite a battle of the midfield, to be honest, but as Cordoba gets on the ball here, gets tackled down, it comes to Neuhaus, who plays it to Piatek. He turns his man, he comes all the way to the end, he crosses it in, and it's Florian Neuhaus with the header, and the deadlock is finally broken. An hour into this big clash against Leipzig, Florian Neuhaus gives us the lead. What a beautiful header as Neuhaus jumps into the heavens and headers what seemed like a bullet. Piatek with a beautiful cross. Great assist. As you could see at the start, we changed formations to a 4-4-2 because I wasn't really feeling the 4-3-3, to be honest, and the 4-4-2 was working quite well in this match. We had another chance here to double our lead with Cordoba, and he should have squared it to Mateus Cunha, but Gulashki made a really good save as Cordoba decided to take the shot himself. It stayed 1-0, and the ball comes here to Connolly. Yes, Aaron Connolly from Brighton Hove Albion. They gave him up. They gave him to us for one of our players. Connolly passes it to Schneider, and Julius Schneider, the 16-year-old superstar, gets his first goal for the club. The homegrown player. He's been watching this team play since the age of 4, watching them, supporting them all throughout elementary school, middle school, high school, and now scores his first senior goal for the club at just age 16. What a strike it was, and as you could see, we did end up winning 2-0, so a really good result against one of the top teams in Germany. Beautiful from Julius Schneider to get his first goal as well. And as you can see here, we are trying to convert Santiago Ascasibar to a CM. That's his secondary position, but when I try to play Ascasibar in CM, center midfield, he just goes -6 for some reason, even though his secondary position is center midfield, which is weird because I have like Guendouzi, for example, who is primarily a CDM and secondary position CM, but when we play him in the midfield, he doesn't lose any stats, but for some reason, as you can see there, Ascasibar does lose -6 rating, which is pretty ridiculous to me, so that's why I'm trying to convert him to a center midfield. Yeah, that's pretty much it, because I think I'm gonna stay with the 4-4-2, to be honest. It worked out really well against Leipzig, and it's just I just feel way better playing that formation with this team. But anyways, the second game actually comes here against Mainz, and we get off to a fantastic start as Cordoba, the man, once again gets onto another goal. He's been doing that quite a lot lately, ever since I've started to play him last episode. Scored, I think, 2 in the last episode, or maybe 1, I'm not too sure, but he adds another one here as he beats the Mainz defender for strength there. So that defender needs to go back to the gym, work on his weights, get a little bit stronger, because what was that defending? We have another chance here. Ascasibar takes a shot from long range, a pretty decent shot, not gonna lie, on his weaker right foot. But it turned out to be a really easy save for the goalkeeper. And take a look at this. The ball ping-bongs around and it falls to Cordoba. And all he has to do is flick his foot at it and he taps it home to give us the 2-0 advantage 73 minutes into this one. And that was a pretty crazy goal. Guendouzi actually tried to go for the shot, and then it ended up hitting the defender, and as you can see here, it just ping-pongs back and forth, and it just Cordoba was just there, the right man at the right time. Beautiful goal, gets his 3rd in the Bundesliga. Mainz have a good chance to get a goal back late on. Aaron, the left back, plays it to, who is it? Actually, it's a good shot. Our goalkeeper parries it right to Mateta, and unfortunately for us, they do get a goal back 80 minutes into this one, so they have a chance to get a comeback against us. And this is another error from our goalkeeper. He had one, I think, in the 2nd episode of the series where he let in a goal which he should have saved, and here he pretty much just gifts the goal to Mateta, and unfortunately we do concede. We try to add on to that in the 86th minute though. Reece Nelson comes in. Cordoba with a beautiful volley. Unfortunately, not enough power to beat the goalkeeper, but it doesn't matter in the end. We do end up winning 2-1. In the end, luckily for us, we didn't end up conceding another goal, so back-to-back victories to start off this episode, and I couldn't be more happy because that's exactly what we need. And once again, if we want to get into the Champions League, I keep saying that pretty much almost every episode, but I mean, to be honest, we need to just keep on pushing, get the right results, and then things are just gonna fall into place, and that's exactly what you guys want to see, and I want to see as well. The third game of today's episode is again Schalke here, and Schalke actually do have the first chance of this match with some good passing in the midfield, a beautiful through ball, and Kamada, the striker midfield. I don't know Schalke's players, to be honest, but he does put Schalke up 1-0. Unfortunately, we concede first. I think this is one of the very few times that we conceded first. We're usually the ones scoring first, or not scoring at all, with the games ending like 0-0, but unfortunately for us, we do concede, which sucks a little bit. We got opened up pretty badly there, man, and I guess we did deserve to concede after that terrible defending, but hey, man, it is what it is, and we try to pick up our heads and move on. We had a good chance to tie it up here. Unfortunately, the header from one of our players goes wide now for a goal kick. 67th minute, we get onto the ball here. Comes to Cordoba, who holds it up. He tries to find a man. We get really lucky. It comes to Julius Schneider, who runs and runs, plays it to Cordoba. What's Cordoba gonna do? He's gonna score, man. He ties up the game. It's now 1-1. Cordoba with his second or third goal of third goal of today's episode. Man, Cordoba has been in fantastic form, and I also had to switch formation to try to get Cordoba in, man. Ever since he's been starting games, man, all he does is score. He's obviously taken the spotlight off of Piatek. Piatek was on fire in the first couple of episodes and stuff, but now it's all Cordoba. Neuhaus shows his strength here and gets a decent chance here, but the shot wasn't really good enough to trouble the goalkeeper, and that is how the game ends. Unfortunately, our winning run of I think 3 or 4 games does come to an end here as we draw Schalke at home, unfortunately, but hey, that's not the worst result in the world. We are still in the Champions League spot, which is always good to see. So it doesn't really matter. Giving up a couple points here doesn't really hurt as long as we, keep on doing well. And as you can see here, Arsenal came to us saying that they are concerned that I'm not playing Reece Nelson in a lot of games and that they want to get him back if I don't play him in games. And as you can see here, I threw him into the starting lineup. This is the DFB Pokal game, round 2 actually, apparently. But yeah, we throw him into this game because Reece Nelson is a really good option. Unfortunately, Reece Nelson, we brought him in actually up for the bench, but obviously Julius Schneider has taken his place ever since Julius Schneider has been promoted to the first team. The first chance of the DFB Pokal game did come to Wolfsburg, and unfortunately for us, they do take the lead 20 minutes into the match. I pretty much rested the whole starting 11 aside from Piatek. He was the only one from the starting 11 who started this game here, as Piatek has had a little bit of a dip in form. He was scoring goals for fun the first 2-3 games until I ended up putting Cordoba in, and then Cordoba has just been lighting up the Bundesliga. So I put Piatek in to hopefully get us some goals just to get his confidence back, but unfortunately we do concede. Guendouzi plays a beautiful ball here in the 28th minute to Julius Schneider, who is starting on the left side. Julius Schneider runs, has plenty of time to decide what he wants to do, and Julius Schneider does what he does best. He scores the goal here and actually doesn't give us a lead, but he ties up the game for us, and it's a beautiful finish from the 16-year-old on his weaker left foot. Man, I don't think there's anything bad about Julius Schneider. He can do everything. He can play, what can he play? He can play right wing, left mid, and center midfielder. He's very versatile and just fantastic player overall. Levels up the game 1-1. He crosses the ball here to Piatek in the 56th minute. We're looking for a go-ahead goal to hopefully take us to the finishing line and win this match. Unfortunately, though, Piatek, his header was a good one, but it didn't hit the target. It goes out for a goal kick, and we move on. 64th minute here, Wolfsburg have a chance themselves to take the lead. Comes to Andy King. What a bullet shot that was, but our backup keeper makes a good save. And look at this nonsense, man. This is 10 minutes of in-game footage right here, sped up. Wolfsburg kept the ball in this corner of the field for 10 in-game minutes. This is absolutely crazy. I tried everything to take the ball off of them. It did not work, and they just bullied me, man. They didn't even want to score. You have to win in this match. There's no drawing or anything. You win, lose. But they didn't want to do anything. They just kept the ball here, wouldn't let me get the ball, didn't want to go for a goal themselves. Like, what the hell is this, man? But yeah, we finally ended up getting the ball from them, but it ended up going to extra time, unfortunately, and from there we played up from the back. In extra time, it comes to Neuhaus here, who plays it to Matheus Cunha. He finds Aaron Connolly. Aaron Connolly plays it back to Matheus Cunha. We have a good chance. It's a 2-on-1 against the goalkeeper, and Rongier from the Matheus Cunha pass blasts the ball home into the back of the net, and Rongier gives us the lead in the 105th minute. So after making us look stupid, we go ahead and say, no, we're not taking that nonsense. We go and take it upfield with some beautiful passing from the back, finished off by Rongier, and I decided, okay, let's just use that simming feature to sim the rest of the match, because honestly this is just crazy to me. But it was whatever, man. We tried to let the AI finish the game for us, and look at this, we actually almost conceded in the 120th minute, but we didn't. The referee blew for full time, and we do move on to the next round, and that is gonna be the end of the games of this episode and the end of the episode. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it, man. If you did, I'm having a blast recording this. I know you guys are having a blast watching it, so keep the likes coming, man. Comment down below some of your suggestions, and I will listen to you guys, man. This is the people's career mode. This is your career mode, man. As long as you enjoy it, I enjoy it, man. But it's a team effort, you know. Me and you will make this thing work, man. But hey, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in another episode of the Hertha Berlin Manager Career Mode very soon.